what's even weirder? I got with G while, but
I've been having some weird stuff with my email.
for 5 days, nothing later. I emailed Mark, and I go, hey, we didn't 5 days? And he goes, yeah. And then all of a sudden,
You're close, yes, right?
You see that? He wants to be like me.
Yeah. I'm not sure I go that far.
Yeah, I didn't want to disappoint you.
I'd like to call to order the Chi-Li Town Board meeting for March 12th, 2025. Would everyone please rise and join us for the invocation and pledge of allegiance?
Heavenly Father, we thank you for our country and for the freedom we have as Americans. We are grateful for the opportunity to serve the people of Chi-Li. We ask that your wisdom and guidance be upon all those present this evening, and that you bestow your blessings and protection upon all your people, especially our Chi-Li residents. And Father, while we never tire of asking you for things we need or desire, let us not to forget to thank you for forgiving our shortcomings and for all that you have already given us. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCory?
Here.
Councilwoman Spare?
Here.
Councilman Valerio?
Here.
Councilman Slattery?
Here.
Supervisor Dunning?
Here. Other officials and advisors present this evening. To my far right, Town Clerk Jenny Ignatowski. Also to my right, Deputy Town Supervisor Councilman Michael Slattery. To my far left, Councilor for the Town Jared Hurt. The side table we have Commissioner of Public Works, Superintendent of Highways David Lindsay, Director of Finance Dan Knapp, Insurance Counselor Scott, I almost said Eric, Scott Bonwell, and from my office, Don Forte. Our stenographer is Sandy Hewitt. In the event of emergency, if you would please use the exits to the corners of the room. Anyone, at this time, anyone with a cell phone, if you please either turn it off or set it to vibrate, we'd appreciate it. This evening, we are going to start out with a presentation. I'd ask the board and Mr. Lindsay, please join me. Mr. Graham. The reflection off the back of your head won't be a problem. We get it all the time over here. So, you know, Damon's been with the town for 34 years. 34 years. I believe starting out as a laborer and working your way up now to the head foreman for the town of Chi-Li. And I think about all that experience and everything that you've learned and picked up and done over the years has just been incredible. The contribution you've made to the town over this time are just, they're countless. And there's, you know, I don't know if Mr. Lindsay can do any better quantifying some of it, but all I can say is I know anytime I picked up the phone and had to call Damon McGrain, Damon was there. Damon, you were well known for, you know, if I had an issue with a resident, you were there. You'd go there, you'd be there. Now, I also know that I knew Damon before I came to the town of Chi-Li, and I also know he's a little rough at times. I do recall one time when I couldn't get his parents' computer fixed on a Saturday afternoon, and Damon was going to stay there until I had it fixed and make sure that that was fixed. But that's also the ethic that Damon brought to the town of Chi-Li. Damon is look, we got a job to do. Let's go do it. Let's do it now. Get it done and do it right. And for that, we are forever grateful for your service to the town of Chi-Li. So, Damon, on behalf of the town, this is just a small token of our appreciation, a little plaque, dedicating us for your dedicated service, and just kind of in remembrance of the 34 years. So, your wife will have something to dust off on the shelf. And our condolences to your wife that, you know, you're going to be home a little bit more often. I hope he has dinner ready for you when you get home from work and everything ready for you. So, Damon, thank you again so much. David, I don't know if you...
Yeah, I'd like to say just a couple things. You know, I've always said about Damon that you've always approached the public sector job with a private sector mentality, which has been incredibly beneficial to the town. One of the things I try to do when someone who's been here as long as you have retired is just kind of leaf through your file and just see if I can learn something a little bit about you that I didn't know before. You know, I pulled out a letter here from Mr. Carter in January 2008. and I'll just read it to you. It's with pleasure that I wish to compliment you on your outstanding work that you perform for the Chi-Li Highway Department. You always work hard each and every day, and you encourage and assist coworkers to work hard as well. Additionally, you have a wide range of skills as any employee I have ever known. I often marvel at the quality of work on so many different tasks that you complete throughout the year. Hopefully, I would like to say it's been a pleasure working with you, and I wish you and your family the very best in the years ahead. And, I would just say that nothing's changed in the intervening 17 years. If there's one word I would describe Damon as, dedicated. Dedicated to the town of Chi-Li, dedicated to the work he does, dedicated to the residents that we serve. And it's been a pleasure working with you, and congratulations.
Thank you. Great.
David, on behalf of the town of Chi-Li, again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it. You're free to offer a few words if you'd like.
So much. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you.
Come on, baby.
Probably didn't fix the computer, did he?
Yeah,
We did.
I'm not a man of speeches, but I'd like to thank all of you, and especially the taxpayers of Chi-Li, because I raised a family off of this job. So I started here as a kid. My kids are grown through college, living their adult lives now. So, I'm on to my next chapter, and apparently making my wife better before she's home.
So what menu do you want, Pop?
No, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
You're in the middle. You gotta be right in the middle.
Yeah, kind of.
I've always been the back.
Tall guys in the back.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
what
you
it is.
guys ready? Oh, good, there you go. Perfect, thank you. Okay.
You've always got to stop for you if you ever want to come back. David says, he'll keep a plow truck ready for you.
Thank you.
I don't need a shirt or anything, almost.
All right. Moving along, we do have two public hearings this evening. The first public hearing is for Local Law of 2025 to repeal and replace Chapter 433, Stormwater Management of the Town Code. Anyone wish to speak at the public hearing? Seeing none, I'll close that public hearing and open public hearing number 2, Local Law of 2025 to amend Article 16, Incentive Zoning, Section 500-107, Cash Payment in lieu of amenity of the Town Code. Anyone wish to speak on that for that public hearing? Seeing none, I'll close that public hearing and we will move along. Public forum. At this time, anyone wishes to speak at the public forum, please step up to the podium, state your name and address for the record, and you shall be heard. Seeing none, we'll move along. Under matters of the supervisor, I do have one thing. So, kind of much like Damon and other people, sometimes we come across some really extraordinary residents who have not only dedicated their life to helping and working for the town of Chi-Li, but their whole entire life was dedicated to the service of our country, of our state, of people in general, and certainly of this town. Most recently, Jim Lechner, he resigned from the Library Board of Trustees after, I believe, some 30-plus years on the Library Board of Directors there.
Library Board of Trustees.
Trustees, thank you. And he was with them for an awful long time. While doing that, he was also, in the fire department, and also he served our country in the military. And I would like to if you don't mind, take a moment just to read. We've all been issuing a proclamation in Mr. Lechner's name, because this is very fitting for the type of person that Jim Lechner is, what he's done for his service for all. So this is a proclamation in recognition of the accomplishments of James T. Lechner, whereas the town of Chi-Li takes pride in recognizing the amazing accomplishments of its citizens, and whereas on behalf of the grateful community, such citizens are deserving of a day of celebration and honor. And whereas James T. Lechner has been identified as an individual worthy of such recognition through his noble acts of placing service above self. And whereas James T. Lechner served his country for 27 years by first enlisting as an infantryman in the South Carolina Army National Guard, and is a 1989 graduate of the Citadel of Charleston, South Carolina, earning a degree in history, later earning his master's degree in history, and was commissioned in the regular Army. And whereas James' military career includes the command of staff positions in Conventional and Special Operations Unit, as well as participation in 8 operational deployments, including Somalia with Task Force Rangers, made famous by the book and the movie Black Hawk Down, Bosnia, Iraq, and Afghanistan. And whereas James' key leadership roles during the successful operations in the city of Ramadi, Iraq, are recounted in the books A Chance in Hell and A Soldier's Dream, the movie American Sniper, which depicts some of the dramatic aspects of the critical battle during the war. And whereas, in addition to deployment and support of combat operations, he has served as the national policy level, including advising the National Security Council at the White House and numerous tours of the Central Intelligence Agency. And whereas James T. Lechner continued to honor American servicemen and women through his advocacy with the New York Warrior Alliance as their board of directors advisor, collecting donations and goods and delivering them to the Walter Reed National Military Medical Center in Bethesda, Maryland. And his spirit of helping others led James to serve the Town of Chi-Lai Fire Department from 1967 until 2021, with just over 54 years of service to the residents of Chi-Lai. During his time with the Chi-Lai Fire Department, he served as a fireman, vice president, and from 1978, 80, and 88 to 2002, and president in 1981. And whereas James T. Lechner faithfully served the residents as a volunteer on the Chi-Lai Library Board of Trustees for almost 30 years, from December 21st, 1994 till February 19th, 2024. Now, therefore, I, David J. Dunning, Supervisor, and the council members of the Town of Chi-Lai do here present this proclamation to James T. Lechner and call upon my fellow residents to pay tribute to this individual who has long been a member of our community. Presented before this Town Council this 12th day of March 2025. This will be hand-delivered to Mr. Lechner. We've been given some very specific guidelines to do some health concerns he has right now. That I would hope that we could have maybe gotten together as a board and taken it, but that's not going to be appropriate for his condition.
Yes.
I will personally be delivering this to his home tomorrow or Friday. So just wanted to make sure that you all were able to see that and that the public had an opportunity to hear. Jim's a great guy. What can you say? He was really a great guy. It's been a pleasure to work with all these years. So very, very fitting. And that's, quite frankly, all I had. Anything from the council?
No.
No? Okay, we'll move right along. We had the approval of minutes from the February 12th meeting, and also there were several reports have been submitted. Under correspondence, the Town of Chi-Lai received notification from Keith Youngblood from the Highway Department, was resigning effective February 21st. Also, the Town of Chi-Lai has received notification from David McGrain, surprise. Highway Department is retiring effective March 7th. The Town of Chi-Lai received notification from James Lechner, Library Board, that he was resigning as of February 19th. And the Town of Chi-Lai has received notification from Mary Lander, Assessor, that she is retiring effective March 29th, 2025. And I certainly wish Mary all the best in her retirement. She also has served the town very well for many years, starting out, I believe, in the building department as a clerk over there and working her way through and up to our assessor. So wish her very, very well in her retirement, and just a bit jealous. So we're moving right along to Resolution 94, Chi-Lai Fire Department Active List.
Move.
Moved by Councilman Slattery, second by Councilman Valerio. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCory?
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare?
Aye.
Councilman Valerio?
Aye.
Councilman Slattery?
Aye.
Supervisor Dunn?
Aye, passes 5-0. Resolution 95, Chi-Li Fire Department removed from active list.
Move.
Moved by
Second.
Councilman Slattery, second by Councilwoman Spare. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCory?
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare?
Aye.
Councilman Valerio?
Aye.
Councilman Slattery?
Aye.
Supervisor Dunn?
Aye, passes 5-0. Resolution 96, Assessor Department.
Move. Second.
Moved by Councilman DeCory, second by Councilman Valerio. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCory?
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare?
Aye.
Councilman Valerio?
Aye.
Councilman Slattery?
Aye.
Supervisor Dunn?
Aye, passes 5-0. Resolution 97, seeker status for adoption of local law number 1 of 2025 to amend local law number 2 of 2022, Chapter 451, taxation exemption for volunteer firefighter and ambulance personnel in the town of Chi-Li.
Moved.
Moved by Councilwoman Spare,
Second.
second by Councilman Slattery. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCory?
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare?
Aye.
Councilman Valerio?
Aye.
Councilman Slattery?
Aye.
Supervisor Dunn?
Aye, passes 5-0. Resolution 98, adoption of local law number 1 of 2025 to amend local law number 2 of 2022, Chapter 451, tax exemption for volunteer firefighter and ambulance personnel of the town of Chi-Li.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Valerio, seconded by Councilwoman Spare. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCory?
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare?
Aye.
Councilman Valerio?
Aye.
Councilman Slattery?
Aye.
Supervisor Dunn?
Aye, passes 5-0. Resolution 99, seeker status for adoption of local law number 2 of 2025 to amend Article 5 site plan approval, adding Section 539-D and 540-F to the town code of the town of Chi-Li.
Move.
Moved by Councilman DeCory,
Second.
second by Councilman Slattery. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCory?
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare?
Aye.
Councilman Valerio?
Aye.
Councilman Slattery?
Aye.
Supervisor Dunn?
Aye, passes 5-0. Resolution 100, adoption of local law number 2 of 2025 to amend Article 5 site plan approval, adding Section 539D and 540F to the town code of the town of Chi-Li.
Move.
Moved by Councilman Slattery,
Second.
second by Councilman DeCory. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCory?
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare?
Aye.
Councilman Valerio?
Aye.
Councilman Slattery?
Aye.
Supervisor Dunn?
Aye, passes 5-0. Resolution 101, seeker status for adoption of local law number 3 of 2025 to amend Article 19, solar energy systems, 536B and 50136B and 50136H1D to the town code of the town of Chi-Li.
Moved.
Moved by Councilman Valerio,
Second.
second by Councilman DeCory. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCory?
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare?
Aye.
Councilman Valerio?
Aye.
Councilman Slattery?
Aye.
Supervisor Dunn?
Aye, passes 5-0. Adoption, Resolution 102, adoption of local law number 3 of 2025 to amend Article 19, solar energy systems, Section 500-136B and Section 500-136H1D to the town code of the town of Chi-Li.
Move.
Moved by Councilman Slattery,
Second.
second by Councilman DeCory. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCory?
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare?
Aye.
Councilman Valerio?
Aye.
Councilman Slattery?
Aye.
Supervisor Dunn?
Aye, passes 5-0. Resolution 103, fireworks, Summerfest 2025.
Moved. Second.
Moved by Councilman Valerio, second by Councilwoman Spare. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCory?
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare?
Aye.
Councilman Valerio?
Aye.
Councilman Slattery?
Aye.
Supervisor Dunn?
Aye, passes 5-0. Resolution 104, Entertainment Summerfest 2025.
Move.
Moved by
Second.
Councilman DeCory, seconded by Councilwoman Spare. Questions or comments?
Yes, Supervisor, in regards to this, are there going to be any other entertainment, or is this everybody for the town event?
I don't believe I can answer that right now, Councilman. I would defer to Mike Curley and check with him and follow up with him. These are certainly, I believe, all the bands that are going to be performing.
Okay, well, that was my
Whether
question.
there'll be any other entertainment besides that, I don't know.
So there's not like, nothing big like last year then? Yeah.
No,
So-
no. My finance director was adamant about not spending a lot of money on a band this year. He really cheaped out on me.
Well.
So,
Well, we got similar shirts, so I mean, we got a discount for that, didn't we?
any other questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCoury.
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare.
Aye.
Councilman Valerio.
Aye.
Councilman Slatter.
Aye.
Supervisor Dunning.
Aye, passes 5-0. I really wanted Chris Stapleton, but Dan wouldn't let me hire him, so. Resolution 105, sound stage and lighting for bands, Summerfest 2025.
Move.
Second.
Wow.
I heard you.
DeCory.
Moved by Councilman DeCoury, seconded by Councilman Valerio. Questions or comments?
Supervisor, I'm sorry, do you, is there any update on any changes to this year's event that you want to, that we could talk about, or?
The changes, thank you. The changes to this event are, we will not have a parade this year. The cost of in getting people to participate in the bands, or the parade was, just didn't seem to have a lot of value, so the parade is done, and it kind of gotten away with the stages, the way we have the stages set up. We're going to be back out on Chile Avenue again.
Two stages.
I'm sorry, two stages again this year. And other than that, and I think they're still trying to work with the 5K to see how that's going to be run, and I'm not exactly sure what how that's going to be, but other than that, that's really the biggest change for this year.
I mean, for the parade, let's be realistic, when you look at who the participants were, it's not we don't want it to be a political parade. You would love to have the community get more involved, from the not-for-profit sports teams and so forth. And then also, with the potential sidewalk construction taking place on Paul Road during that time. So I think that would cause a safety hazard for the people that would be, participating or want to view it.
Yeah, there were other concerns, because I know we've heard, and thank you, there's other concerns. We heard a lot of concerns from residents conflicting with graduations and the hot dog cup and things like that. And certainly the hot dog cup is that same day, which, we would have some interference there, and you're right as well. There's likely going to be construction on Chile Avenue with the project.
Union Street?
The project right here on Chile Center.
Oh, Gizzy's?
Across from the mall.
The old town hall
Yeah.
building. There's likely to be some construction going on over there too.
Right.
So, it just, again, and you're absolutely right, it's turned out to be about 50% politicians and 50%, some marching bands in the fire department. So, it just seemed to be the right time. And we were trying to get this to evolve into more of a summer festival, a food and music festival, than to have a, the rides and all the activities. It just seemed to be kind of hit and miss from time to time. So,
And realistically, we learned, from the ride standpoint, number one, trying to find them, reputable rides that could come in that time of year. We're such a small community from their aspect. They're looking at in that time period, they're looking at county level type thing, not a smaller municipality. So when these guys are in high demand, and so just to bring in those rides here, and then working with New York State about the safety, of the rides and other things, and then just from a security standpoint, and then what was taking place. So.
and not to mention the cost.
Right.
And I know there's been people talk about it. I know you tried to get your family at one point with some of the bounce houses and stuff like that. You could, a family of two or three kids could drop $100, $125 on bounce houses.
Right.
And it seemed to get just a little bit out of control, and this seemed a little more manageable, a little more family, kind of still family friendly.
Right.
Just a good time. Come and have some good food, listen to some good music, and just enjoy socializing with your friends and neighbors.
Sure.
If you have any.
Right.
Friends, that is.
Right. Love you too.
Any other questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCoury.
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare.
Aye.
Councilman Valerio.
Aye.
Councilman Slatter.
Aye.
Supervisor Dunning.
Aye, passes 5-0.
Yeah.
Resolution 106, 2025 budget amendments.
Second.
Moved by Councilwoman Spare, seconded by Councilman Slattery. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCory?
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare?
Aye.
Councilman Valerio?
Aye.
Councilman Slattery?
Aye.
Supervisor Dunning?
Aye. Passes 5-0. Resolution 107, use of park and recreation reserve floor scrubbers.
Move. Second.
Moved by Councilman DeCory, seconded by Councilman Slattery. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCory?
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare?
Aye.
Councilman Valerio?
Aye.
Councilman Slattery?
Aye.
Supervisor Dunning?
Aye, passes 5-0. Resolution 108, purchase of pickup with lift gate.
Supervisor, I'll move Resolution 108 as well as 109, purchase of a mini excavator, and 110, purchase of a pickup with a plow.
Second.
Resolutions 108, 109, and 110 were moved by Councilman Slattery, seconded by Councilman Valerio. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCory?
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare?
Aye.
Councilman Valerio?
Aye.
Councilman Slattery?
Aye.
Supervisor Dunning?
Aye, passes 5-0. Resolution 111, purchase of mower. Moved by Councilwoman Spare,
Second.
seconded by Councilman DeCory. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCory?
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare?
Aye.
Councilman Valerio?
Aye.
Councilman Slattery?
Aye.
Supervisor Dunning?
Aye, passes 5-0. Resolution 112, letter of credit release number 3 for Rose Hill Phase 4. Moved by Councilman DeCory,
Second.
seconded by Councilman Slattery. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCory?
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare?
Aye.
Councilman Valerio?
Aye.
Councilman Slattery?
Aye.
Supervisor Dunning?
Aye, passes 5-0. Resolution 113, modification of fee schedule.
Move.
Moved by Councilman Slattery,
Second.
seconded by Councilman DeCory. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCory?
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare?
Aye.
Councilman Valerio?
Aye.
Councilman Slattery?
Aye.
Supervisor Dunning?
Aye, passes 5-0. I'll move Resolution 114. The town board will second. This is in memory of Kathleen Borzilleri. I will read this resolution in its entirety. So this is Resolution 114 in memory of Kathleen Borzilleri. Whereas the town board of the town of Chi-Li finds it befitting to extend our deepest sympathy to the Borzilleri family during the passing of Kathleen Borzilleri, who on February 22nd, 2025 passed away. And whereas Kathleen Borzilleri served from 10/17/1973 to 4/19/1977 as a part-time court clerk, from 1/2/1974 to 12/31/1974 as recorder of minutes, as the recorder of minutes, from 4/20/1977 to 12/31/1979 as clerk to the town justice, from 1/1/1980 and 12/31/1983 as town justice, and from 9/19/2001 to 12/31/2011, and from 1/1/2014 and 2/22/2025 as part-time office clerk for, primarily serving in the town clerk's office for the town of Chi-Li. And now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Chi-Li hereby sets aside the special page of their minutes from the town board meeting in her honor and takes a moment of silence in Kathleen Borzilleri's memory. The town clerk is hereby directed to send a copy of this resolution to the Borzilleri family. If you will, we take a vote and then we'll take a moment of silence. Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCory?
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare?
Aye.
Councilman Valerio?
Aye.
Councilman Slattery?
Aye.
Supervisor Dunning?
Aye, passes 5-0. This time we take a moment of silence in the memory of Kathleen Borzilleri. Thank you. Resolution 115, ARPA SLFRF funds, senior and youth programming.
Second.
Councilwoman Spare, seconded by Councilman Valerio. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCory?
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare?
Aye.
Councilman Valerio?
Aye.
Councilman Slattery?
Aye.
Supervisor Dunning?
Aye, passes 5-0. Resolution 116, February 19th, 2025 abstract.
Move.
Moved by Councilman DeCory,
Second.
second by Councilman Valerio. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCory?
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare?
Aye.
Councilman Valerio?
Aye.
Councilman Slattery?
Aye.
Supervisor Dunning?
Aye, passes 5-0. Resolution 117, March 5th, 2025 abstract. Moved by Councilman Valerio,
Second.
second by Councilwoman Spare. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilman DeCory?
Aye.
Councilwoman Spare?
Aye.
Councilman Valerio?
Aye.
Councilman Slattery?
Aye.
Supervisor Dunning?
Aye, passes 5-0. The next meeting of the Charlotte Town Board will be April 16th at 7 PM. This meeting is adjourned.